Hello and welcome to tonight's matchup between the 11-4 Cape and Mount Carmel Crusaders and the 11-3 Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. Hello, I'm Andrew Guyer, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host Grayson Greer. And Grayson, walk me through this matchup.
Yeah, tonight we're seeing a matchup between two solid girls programs in the city of Wichita. As Cape comes away with the tip, Andrew's going to give you go over the starting lineup for the Crusaders.
Inside, Ella Rudy off her hand. She's number 42. Number 24, she's going to be in the corner. McCoy Pfister. Number 22, Ellie Knipp, the junior. Then number 13 at the top of the key, usually Maddie Spears. And then rounding off the lineup, number 23, Phoebe Loffer. And off the mark on the first shot, that one coming from Lily Martin.
And for the starting five for the Golden Eagles, we have number 1, Avery McCory, number 4, Lily Martin, number 14, Peyton Zachman, number 22, Brooke Stephen, and number 30, Megan Simon. And that will be Bishop Carroll basketball. The 11-3 Cape and Mount Carmel girls facing off against the 11-3 Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. So two very solid teams. And I think we are in for a good matchup tonight.
And Grayson, last time these two teams played, KMC got off to a hot start, 17-12 in the first quarter, leading by 5. So we'll see how they play this one. And a quick pass inside, nearly out of bounds off the hands of Martin, but KMC will set up a new possession. Knipp taking it down. Pfister looking for a teammate. In the corner. Spears off the rim. Kept alive. And Rudy coming away with 2.
And the solid job of the Cape offense getting those opportunities after the misses. They're going to need those tonight.
And a poke away. Pfister in transition, knocking the ball off her legs. And let's see whose ball it will be.
And it will be Cape basketball. Pfister fouled. It will be called on number 1, Avery McCory, her first, as she checks out in exchange. And Pfister to bring it up for the Crusaders.
And Spears. KMC taking it slow on the offensive end. Playing very patient basketball. Some quick passing. Spears the jumper. No good off the backboard.
Crusader defense hasn't allowed any points so far on the 3 Bishop Carroll possessions.
And the Eagles also taking a methodical approach to their offense. Inside, Martin lost the ball, and Rudy taking the other way. Quickly racing down inside. Jacobs, the quick pass. Rudy throws up a jumper, cascading off the front of the rim.
Tight defense by the Golden Eagles, able to recover there after the quick movement down the court.
And Mont finding Steven. They're going to move inside. Looking for a shot. And off the square and in. That was Peyton Zachman, the sophomore. This game knotted at 2. The move from Pfister, throws up a shot. Whistle called.
And Pfister will shoot 2 after the contact caused by number 22, Brooke Stephen, her first, team second. And the first of the pair free throws will fall as Avery McCory checks back in for the Golden Eagles, as Zachman will take a seat along with Knipp checking out in exchange for Zoe Buckner.
And this is Buckner's first appearance on the court tonight. We'll see what she can do on offense as Pfister comes away with her second from 15 feet away. Steven at the helm for Carroll. Again, a methodical approach. KMC playing some tight defense. Throws up a shot, knocks it down. Megan Simon, her first points of the contest.
Simon had an incredible game. The first time the Carroll Eagles played the Crusaders
in the corner. The trifecta off the back iron from Pfister. We'll see if she'll get another opportunity. Buckner beyond the arc, taking her time. Inside and back out to Pfister, uncorks another, and ricocheting off the rim. Defensive matchup between these two teams already. Steven driving inside. The travel. She jumped and didn't know where that shot was going.
And this has been a matchup of defense so far tonight. Both teams not allowing anything easy. As the Crusaders force the travel there from Steven. They'll bring it down the court as things are all tied up.
Pfister trying to breathe some energy into her team. Hamilton uncorks a three and in and out, but second chance opportunity good from McCoy. Pfister keeping possessions alive. That's what you want to see. And she has 4. And if KMC's going to want to stay in this contest tonight, Grayson, they're going to need to keep offensive possessions alive with those rebounds.
Yeah, and they've done a great job so far with that.
Inside Mott, the gimme bucket. Still tied at 6. Laufer coming in, and the quick pass out to Pfister, no good. And Grayson, as you can see, Zoe Buckner a bit hesitant to pull the trigger on some shots tonight.
Well, I think it just is a testament to this tight defense. Nobody on either team getting an open look for an easy shot. So foul will be called on McCoy Pfister, her first, team first. And she will check out of the game along with Emily Jacobs as Knipp and Spears take their place, along with Mount taking a seat for the Eagles.
Stevens surveying the court. Inside McCory. Whistle called as she got the jumper off. She'll get 2 shots at the line.
And
knocking down her first, Avery McCory, her first points of the night. And the second good from the junior. KMC playing hot potato at half court, and Buckner not shooting it, but a forced pass from Laufer intended for the sophomore Buckner, but that will be one that she'll want to have back.
the Eagles trying to extend their lead. They haven't been able to get away, as Laufer will be called for the reach. And she will check out as Rudy will check in. That is Laufer's second personal, team third of the quarter. So the Golden Eagles will inbound from the sideline.
And Grayson, Carroll continuing to keep it at a slow, patient pace on offense, trying to keep KMC guessing. Inside, Martin throws up a shot well off the mark. Spears the heave to Hamilton. KMC resetting. Buckner finding Spears, uncorks, and off the back again. KMC has no completions from deep range. McCory, no good from three. And inside the cut from Rudy. She'll take it back out, and Knipp will get a shot from deep. No good.
The Crusaders not able to hit from beyond the arc so far.
Nearly intercepted by Knipp, but this possession will be kept alive. And Avery McCory will get 2 shots at the line.
And that foul is on number 42, Ella Rudy, her first personal as the team fourth for the Crusaders, as they trail by 2. So McCory's first shot will not fall. And just looking back to the last matchup the Crusaders and Eagles had earlier this year during finals week, the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles coming out on top 58-50, and a tight matchup that was back and forth. The Crusaders looking to get their revenge tonight.
Pfister across the court, uncorks his Buckner, rockets off the back, and taken down by Steven. And Steven makes Buckner go the other direction. And inside McCory.
And it will be Crusader basketball as they play hard defense. McCory stepping on the baseline.
And yet again, another Bishop Carroll offense possession that ends with a whistle.
Well, if you're a fan of some tough defense, this is the game for you. Both teams hustling to get in front of the offense.
And the three, good! Her first of the night. And I'm sure it will continue to rain, but McCoy Pfister has 7.
And that three-pointer bringing the energy into the student section. As Simon gets a quick bucket, the Crusaders pushing the pace. Buckner for 3. Just off the mark.
And Martin at the helm will reset for a new offensive possession. A low-scoring game, 9-10. Steven rejected by Rudy, and Buckner, the deep pass inside. Pfister off the glass on her first, no good, but second chance opportunity. Ella Rudy.
The Crusaders with a quick surge of offense here, taking the lead back from the Eagles.
And inside, batted down, and Buckner will take it down the court, taking it coast to coast. Buckner throwing one up, no good, but she'll get a chance for 2 at the line.
And Buckner will shoot her free throws, putting the shot up as time expired in the first quarter. Crusaders drawing the foul. That was on Lily Martin. That will be her first personal. Crusaders looking to increase on their lead before we enter in to the quarter, but 0.3 seconds have been added back onto the clock.
And Buckner unable to connect on her first from the stripe. And rolling out, and no good from Spears. Tried to get a quick one up. And KMC leading by 1, 11-10. And as we have this stoppage in play, the Holy War is sponsored tonight by Dr. Matt Boswell, who owns Andover Family Optometry. Dr. Boswell is a proud KMC grad who is coming up on his 10th year in practice. Before he was an eye doctor, he loved his basketball playing days at KMC. Back in 2006, Dr. Boswell was All-City, All-Metro, and All-State when they beat Bishop Carroll twice en route to winning the City League for the first time since 1975. He has since traded his basketball and baseball days at KMC to raising 3 kids and his wife, Kirsten, who is also a KMC grad. Go see Dr. Boswell in Andover for a winning eye exam. He loves seeing new patients. Go Capon.
And a special thank you to our sponsor and supporting our journey of broadcasting and bringing the game to everybody who is not able to make it. And I think it's a good thing that we are able to bring such a great matchup that we have tonight. This game has been back and forth, a defensive battle. Crusaders lead by 1 as we enter into the second quarter. And a key player for the Crusaders so far, McCoy Pfister, with the three-pointer that brought some energy into this team and brought on that scoring surge. So we resume play.
Steven taking the ball up. And Carroll some quick passing early, finding the open teammate. Martin on the wing. Guard closely by Jacobs. Makes a move. And off the glass, no good, but kept alive by Simon. And Martin, she'll get a second chance. In to Simon. No good on the close shot. Kept alive again. And another miss. Bishop Carroll keeping these possessions alive with the offensive rebounds. Stephen will reset at the top of the key. Martin inside to Simon. Again. But this time she'll get a chance for 2 at the line. That foul coming from Ella Rudy.
That'll be the second personal on Ella Rudy, team first of the quarter. And the first of the pair will fall for Simon, as Rudy takes a seat, the senior Cabrini, or taking her place for the Crusaders.
And Megan Simon has 6 points. Hamilton inside to Jacobs. Jacobs making a move and kicking it out to Knipp. And off the hand of Orr, out. Not what you want to see from a promising offensive possession. Stephen at the controls for Bishop Carroll. Inside, McCory. Good on the quick turnaround jumper. McCory has 4 points. Off the screen, Pfister. And KMC already facing this tough defense, down by 3. Nine seconds on the shot clock. Inside, Pfister rocketing off the side of the rim. And a deep heave from Martin. McCory, the mid-ranger, no good. And again, another offensive rebound.
And a whistle here. Not sure what the stoppage of play here is about here. Looks like maybe a clock error. There's just substitutions for both teams, and Bishop Carroll will inbound from the far sideline.
And Mount nearly off the arms of Zachman. Bishop Carroll continuing their methodical possession. The miss off the hoop from McCory, as Buckner will set up the offensive possession. The deep 3 from Pfister, down the chute at 3 from McCoy.
Pfister with her second three-pointer of the night, putting some energy into this Kapaun team as they tie it up once again.
Martin sizing up the defense, uncorks a deep one, unable to connect, and Bishop Carroll securing the miss. McCory deep, no good, taken down by Buckner. And again, the deep pass.
And the foul will be on number 4, Lily Martin, her second personal, team first of the quarter for the Golden Eagles. Pfister will shoot 2 at the line. Perfect on the night so far. The first will end up short. As checking in for Bishop Carroll is Megan Simon, as Martin takes a seat.
And Pfister shooting 48% from the free throw line on the season. She'll nail her second.
And after the make, she will take a seat and get some rest, as Ellie Knipp will check in exchange.
Stephen and the Eagles down by 1. Mount guarded closely by Buckner. Quick dish to Zachman. And a wide open Zachman uncorks and add 3.
And Zachman just had a wide open look from the corner there.
KMC again down by 2.
And a foul will be called as Buckner hit the floor. Will be called on number 22, Brooke Steven. That is her team second. As Jacob takes a seat in exchange for the sophomore Gracie Bezdek. And Steven will take a seat for number 11, Alyssa Atkinson.
KMC going around the arc. And a cross-court pass from Buckner inside. Good. That one coming from Bezdek.
The Crusaders taking advantage of the gaps in the defense with the passing game.
Quick passing from Bishop Carroll. Knotted at 17. 3:30 left in the half. The deep shot off the mark.
The foul will be called on Maddie Spears. That is her first personal team, second of the quarter. Arms got tangled up.
Zachman trying to find the open shot. Inside, Simon pulls the trigger and off on her first. And personal coming from Maddie Spears. Checking in for the Crusaders, Ella Rudy, number 42 on your screen, and number 24, McCoy Pfister.
Just a tough couple of situations that Spears found herself in, picking up a quick 2 fouls.
And McCory to Mount, squaring up off the back of the iron. And coast to coast, Buckner inside, rejected by Zachman, keeping the pace with Buckner and rejecting her shot.
It will stay Crusader basketball. The heels of Zachman hitting the baseline after the block.
Buckner to set things in motion, getting it out. Knipp at the top of the key, finding Rudy. And Rudy called on a traveling.
And you can feel the energy building in the gym. Both sides trying to get behind their teams.
Zachman looking for interior pass. That's where Carroll's got a majority of their points. The cut, and Ella Rudy coming in hard. And Peyton Zachman will get 2 shots from the line as Ella Rudy picks up a personal foul.
Crusader student section loving the moment, even though coming out with the foul. They're loving the defense that this Crusaders team has been playing so far. So the first free throw will not fall.
And Zachman no good again. Pfister across the court to Buckner, looking for a shot, the pump, and inside, using the glass to her advantage. Zoe Buckner, and she has 2. KMC leading 19-17. And patted down by Pfister, out of bounds. It'll be Carroll ball.
Crusaders trying to hold on to the momentum by taking that lead. The amount of lead changes and ties in this game is getting out of hand, just back and forth, as Bishop Carroll will call their first timeout of the half.
And Grayson, at this point in the last matchup between these two teams, it was 27-26 KMC. So this one well off of that same pace. And you can really see the defense that both these teams are playing with. They're slowing each other down. And I don't know if Carroll's playing like that on purpose or this KMC defense has just really put the pressure on. But they're playing very methodical and looking for those open shots each and every time.
Yeah, neither offense has truly struggled or made. So that's why we are just locked in a low-scoring matchup. And it's not the fault of the offenses, but just an incredible showing of defensive skill.
A pure defensive stalemate between these two teams. Zachman to McCory inside and picked off by Jacobs. Buckner will take it the other way. And a wide open Pfister. No good from deep. And the double team forcing a quick pass and inside Mount using the glass to her advantage. This game tied at 19.
And a carry will be called on Zoe Buckner, bringing it down the court, so it will be Carroll basketball inbounding in front of their own bench.
Zachman looking to break the tie, and off the back of the glass, taken down by the Crusaders. Buckner at the helm. 1 minute left in the half. KMC keeping the passing quick. The spin from Buckner into the corner, a wide open Pfister again, uncorks, and in and out of the hoop. Inside Mount. No good this time. And ripped away on the ground. Picked up by Pfister. That was Buckner showing off her physicality, taking down the board. Buckner wide open. Incomplete on the trifecta.
And the shot clock is off. 20 seconds remain.
And stripped away by Maddie Spears. Hustling down to get a last-second bucket.
Crusaders
Pfister
looking for an open opportunity here to get a shot off before the buzzer. The floater, no good. Bishop Carroll pushing it.
The deep shot from Mount off the back of the hoop. And this one tied at 19 as these two teams go into their halftime break. And we will see you after The Holy War tonight is sponsored by Dr. Matt Boswell, who owns Andover Family Optometry. Dr. Boswell is a proud Kapaun grad who is coming up on his 10th year of practice. Thank you, Dr. Matt Boswell, for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Go Kapaun.
And as we are set to resume play here, the Crusaders will inbound as we are in a stalemate coming out of the half. And if you're just now joining us, we have been in for an incredible matchup, a defensive battle between two 11-3 teams, the top teams of the Greater Wichita Athletic League.
And Grayson, this one, a fight for the champion of G-Wall. Buckner taking it up for KMC. Quick passing from the Crusaders to start this possession. Inside, off the arms of Zachman. KMC recovers. Buckner across the court and inside Knipp. Whistle called.
And Knipp will be called for a double dribble. It will be Bishop Carroll basketball.
At the helm for the Golden Eagles is Steven. Carroll again very patient on the offensive end and taken away by Pfister, hustling down the court, looking for opportunity, and off the glass on the ground, KMC and Carroll, and fighting for it. Pfister, it was in her hands, taken away by McCory. No call from the officials. Inside, Brooke Stevens, off the glass and in, using the square. And Stevens has two.
Yeah, and just a mess. The ball was everywhere. Eagles able to get some points out of it. The Crusaders setting up an offense now.
Buckner was in the corner, the pump, but keeping the possession going. And Knipp looked like there was a personal foul on her. That one coming from Lily Martin.
That will be
the third.
That'll be the third personal on Lily Martin. So an early foul trouble for the Golden Eagles.
Loffer, the quick jumper, knocks that one down. And Phoebe Loffer has her first points. Steven guarded closely by Knipp, and timeout called by the Golden Eagles.
Just something to note, we only had one timeout called from either team within the first half, and that one was by Bishop Carroll with about a minute and a half remaining in the first half. So something we haven't seen in this one so far, but just wanting to talk things over, maybe frustrated with the slow start on offense. But really there has been some slow offensive moments, both teams playing some incredible defense. We'll come out of this quick 30-second timeout with it being Bishop Carroll basketball on their own side of the court.
And Grayson, I think both teams haven't needed that timeout because they're just rolling with the punches. They're playing to their strengths and their weaknesses, and they're just playing this game as it is.
Yeah, I would agree, Andrew. Both teams just, if they get knocked down, they're just fighting back, and that's why we've been in for such a great matchup.
McCory motioning to Zachman. Along the wing, McCory, ball knocked out, guarded closely by Pfister. The call.
And it will be Pfister called for the contact. That will be her first personal. And something to note, Pfister averaging 7.5 points per game. So she has already beaten that average with 11 so far on the night. 2 3-pointers from her.
McCory to set things in motion. Steven. Again guarded by Knipp. Makes a move inside. Mount. The pass off to Steven. Steven off the glass. Knipp along the wing. Finding Buckner. And inside Jacobs. Makes a move. And rolling around the rim and down the chute. Emily Jacobs, her first points.
And the pair of Jacobs and Rudy have done a good job to work the paint tonight for the Crusaders.
And McCory, the turnaround jumper, corralled by Buckner, hustling down the court. And the stop and ball pops out. The student section not happy with the call.
And the ref saying it was off the knee of Buckner. Cape and faithful not agreeing, but it will be Bishop Carroll basketball.
Stephen along the wing, guarded by Avery Hamilton, and pulls up the mid-ranger, corralled by Buckner, taking the other way. The stop and go, and good! The teardrop from Zoe Buckner.
And Zoe Buckner making it good from coast to coast, bringing the Crusaders the lead.
Inside Stevens, throws one up, and that one in the air and out of bounds.
And they will say it was off the hands of Jacobs. Will be Golden Eagle basketball as they inbound from the baseline.
Inside Simon, using the glass, and she'll get the and one opportunity.
And that one will be called on Zoe Buckner, her first, team second. As Knipp and Rudy will check in exchange for Spears and Buckner of the Crusaders.
And no good from 15 feet away from Megan Simon, but corralled by the Golden Eagles.
And Knipp making the defensive effort to poke it out of bounds into the Golden Eagle bench. So they will inbound from the near sideline.
And Steven surveying the court. And off the hands, Adderson. Knipp taking it the other way, dislodging the ball. And wide open, McCoy Pfister uncorks off the iron, corralled by Bishop Carroll. And McCory looking to shoot. She's caught walking.
And the Crusader defense continuing to be impossible to get past in the second half as it was in the first. Knipp will bring it down for the Crusaders, still all tied up in this one.
Hamilton along the wing inside and back out to Rudy. Quick passes, Hamilton to break the tie. Good! Avery Hamilton for a three.
And the sophomore bringing the momentum to the Crusaders.
And again, the answer from Bishop Carroll off the back of the iron. And again, another opportunity. Mount, the mid-ranger, well off the mark.
And Ella Rudy corralling the ball, but her foot was on the baseline. Will be Bishop Carroll basketball. And Stephen to inbound from under their own basket.
Some quick play from Bishop Carroll. And dislodged again by Knipp and taking it down Bezdek. And again, Avery Hamilton, this time off the mark.
As the ball was
wide
tipped from
right.
Ball was tipped from Hamilton's three. Just a good defensive effort. And Knipp has forced 2 turnovers in a row. Let's see if she can do it again.
Knipp guarding Brooke Steven tonight. Inside, Megan Simon poked away again by Ellie Knipp. She's everywhere.
And you cannot escape the defense of Ellie Knipp right now. The Golden Eagles are going to see her in their nightmares tonight. She has been all over the court as Pfister will take a seat for the Crusaders.
And Grayson on the season, 20 steals from Ellie Knipp.
Looks like she's going to add about 10 to that total after this performance.
Inside Rudy, back out to Buckner. And a wide open Ellie Knipp. Cascading off the rim and moving quickly, Bishop Carroll. Atchison pulls up and incomplete, taken down by Rudy. Buckner at the controls for KMC. Inside to Rudy. Rudy. Unable to connect.
The Crusaders leading by 3. McCory bringing down the court. Hamilton on the defense.
And some miscommunication from the Golden Eagles.
The Crusaders just doing an incredible job confusing this Bishop Carroll offense so far.
And Grayson, it's a packed house tonight. A full student section for the Crusaders. And Bishop Carroll did not disappoint as well on the road.
I wouldn't say just a full student section, but full parent section for the Crusaders so far as well, along with the Golden Eagles. As Knipp will be called for a travel before driving down the baseline, so it will be Golden Eagle basketball. And they will inbound from in front of the Kapaun student section.
And moving Atkinson, getting it in the corner, and Simon puts up with a quick jumper, unable to connect, but Steven coming down, keeping the possession alive. Fighting for it, Zachman poked out by Knipp again, her 4th, and inside Steven, off the bottom of the rim, but she'll get 2 shots from 15 feet away.
And Steven drawing the foul. That will be on Ella Rudy, her 4th personal, so she enters in to some foul trouble. 19.5 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The first of the pair will be no good. And Emily Jacobs checks in for the Crusaders as Rudy will take a seat.
And scratches the rim, but corralled by Steven, keeping the possession alive. 14 seconds in the 3rd. And inside Simon, moving around the defender, using the square. Megan Simon has 10. And pulls up deep. Buckner cannot connect on the last second shot. 28-27, KMC leads by 1.
And the Holy War tonight is sponsored by Dr. Matt Boswell, who owns Andover Family Optometry. Dr. Boswell is a proud Kapaun grad who is coming up on his 10th year in practice. Before he was an eye doctor, he loved his basketball playing days at Kapaun. Back in 2006, Dr. Boswell was All-City, All-Metro, and All-State when they beat Bishop Carroll twice en route to winning the City League for the first time since 1975. He has since traded in his basketball and his baseball cleats at KMC for raising 3 kids and spending his time with his wife, Kirsten, who is also a Kapaun graduate. Go see Dr. Boswell in Andover for a winning eye exam. He loves seeing new patients. And, of course, go Kapaun.
Go Kapaun indeed. as the Crusaders lead by 1 and talking things over, seeing what the next move is for them. A low-scoring contest. Last time these two teams faced back in December, the score was 50-58. Bishop Carroll obviously taking that one.
And as we enter this fourth quarter, I don't think you're going to get a better environment in this gym this year. As the Crusaders lead by 1, the Golden Eagles will inbound on the far sideline as we resume play here in this fourth quarter.
And 8 minutes separates these two teams from a victory and a loss. Buckner poking that one out, intended for Lily Martin. And surveying the court from the sideline, Martin. Finding McCory, passing it back off to Martin. Inside, McCory on the cut, and rolling around the rim and in. Bishop Carroll leads by 1. Buckner acting patiently. Gets it. Spears for 3. Ricocheting off the front of the rim. Taken down by Zachman, and Martin at the controls for the Golden Eagles. Inside, McCory knocks down the turnaround jumper.
And the Eagles lead by 3. The Crusaders need something here. Take away from the momentum of the Eagles.
Buckner only has 4, uncorks the deep shot, rolling around the rim and in! Zoe Buckner, 7 points when her team needed her the most. This game tied at 31. McCory looked like she wanted to shoot that one, but they'll give Zachman the try. And well off the mark was Peyton Zachman, recovered by Buckner. And Spears will set things up.
And that foul was on number 4, Lily Martin, picking up her 4th personal foul. But she will remain in the game.
Pfister to Buckner. Buckner, the deep 3 last possession. Looking for another one, but will result in the pass. And Buckner in the corner. Uncorks. Good! The bank is open! Zoe Buckner back-to-back trifectas!
And the Crusaders trying to make this lead. 6 minutes remain.
Inside, McCory trying to get things done. The end around using the glass.
And it is back and forth between these two teams.
Buckner. Knipp for 3. Scratching the rim and recovered by Simon. McCory, the deep pass inside to Peyton Zachman. And Carroll will keep the possession alive. Inside, McCory.
And the Golden Eagles reset it. Ball at the top. McCory's no good on her jumper. But it will be Carroll basketball after Spears hits it out of bounds.
Leading only by 1. KMC needs a stop. To set things in motion, McCory.
And there is a stoppage of play. Ref discussing with head coach Will Ingles of the Crusaders. And play will look to resume. So McCory inbounds to Martin.
Simon to Martin. Martin weaving through 2 defenders and whistle called.
And that foul is called on number 23. That will be Phoebe Loffer's 3rd personal.
Simon inside, the quick jumper, good. KMC down by 1 now. continuing to go back and forth. These two teams want that victory badly. Hamilton finding Jacobs. Jacobs inside, uncorks, and good! Down the chute for Emily Jacobs.
And Jacobs is having an incredible game.
McCory nearly out of bounds from her pass, and Martin kicks it out. The deep three, Stevens cannot connect. And whistle called. That one coming from 30, Megan Simon.
And that is the first personal on Simon's second team for the Eagles in this fourth quarter. And the Crusaders bring it down the court, leading by 1.
Knipp guarded closely by Brooke Steven. And call. Steven on the personal. She has 4.
And that will be the team third for the Eagles, as Steven will take a seat in exchange for Atkinson.
Knipp at the top of the key. Finding Pfister. Pfister looking like she wants to pull the trigger, but dish it off to Jacobs. Then back to Pfister. KMC patiently taking their time and throws up a shot. Pfister unable to connect. Batted down by Martin. And Bishop Carroll will get an offensive possession. Taken out of the air by Hamilton, and that one ended quickly. Knipp along the wing. Shot clock at 20 seconds. Hamilton squares up. Good! Tally up 3. Avery Hamilton again. Her second 3 of the night. KMC leading by 4. And a flustered Golden Eagles will talk things over in the timeout.
And Bishop Carroll calling their second timeout of the half, a full timeout, talk things over. Hamilton having herself a night, making known that she's a threat from beyond the arc.
And Hamilton shooting 25% from the arc on the season, but she's turned things up when it mattered most, hitting 2 big ones tonight.
Crusaders lead by 4, as we have just seen back and forth this entire game. The Golden Eagles haven't been very successful from three-point land so far tonight, but always getting a quick layup. Crusaders have to continue to play excellent defense as they have done all night, and that's why we see such a low-scoring matchup. Like I've said many times, not because of the lack of offense ability from these teams. The defense has been incredible in this one. As both teams retake the court, we will resume play here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left.
And out of the timeout, Zoe Buckner still on the bench for KMC. I'm wondering if Coach Willingles has a plan of checking her in later, save some of her energy.
The Crusaders, no matter who's been on the court, have played an excellent game so far. This lineup has been excellent.
Zachman finding Simon, but that one deflected by Jacobs. Keeping the possession alive. McCory inside, hit out of bounds by Ella Rudy.
And Rudy with the deflection out of bounds. Crusaders just been hounding the Eagles on defense as Atkinson takes a seat, along with Knipp and Jacobs for the Crusaders.
And these two teams continuing to play physical down the stretch. Inside, Zachman finding McCory and hits the deck. That's Buckner. And that'll be KMC basketball.
The ball was loose there for a second off the hands of the Golden Eagle.
KMC taking their time. Buckner down the court. Hamilton in the corner, but gets it to Pfister. Pfister, a wide open jumper off the back of the iron, and Zachman will take it down for the next Bishop Carroll possession. Moving inside, Steven stripped out of the air by Rudy, but she'll be called on the shooting foul. That's El Rudy's fifth. Excuse me, only her fourth.
They will call Hamilton on the early foul before the Rudy block. And that will be the first personal on Hamilton. Second team foul for the Crusaders. Stevens shoots 2. The first will fall. And looking to decrease this lead by the Crusaders as much as she can at the line. And as we saw last possession, the Golden Eagles have instituted a full court trap trying to get the Crusaders to turn over the ball. So the second one won't fall.
And stripping the ball out. Rudy hitting the deck. And that'll be KMC basketball.
And the foul on the shove will be on Avery McCory, her second personal, as Rudy hit the floor. And the press is in full effect here by the Eagles.
Spears getting it to Pfister. Pfister in space, gets it to Rudy. Rudy cannot connect on her first, but the second using the glass. Ella Rudy, she has 6. KMC leading by 5. The deep 3 cannot connect. That shot from Steven and taken down. Buckner inside, Rudy. Good! Again, Ella Rudy inside.
And this place erupts. Timeout. Bishop Carroll just trying to regain control of the situation. The Crusaders lead by 7 after the couple of layups by Rudy. It was a full timeout called by the Eagles. And the Crusader fans loving it.
And Grayson, how can you not be excited watching this? This is what high school basketball is all about. And this is just the girls' game. We got the boys' game following this one. 2 electric performances. These 2 teams have played their hearts out tonight, and I think the takeaways are the G-Wall stacked. 2 very good teams in Wichita.
I mean, when you have these 2 teams, both very highly talented teams, just duking it out tonight, and it shows why you love high school basketball. A random Tuesday night in Wichita, Kansas, and you have a matchup like this. The minute and 35 remain here to play in this matchup. The Crusaders leading by 7 as both teams retake the floor. And the energy in this building can be felt. And if you're the Eagles, you need a quick point here and to force some turnovers.
Brooke Steven at the helm for the Golden Eagles. Moving quickly, Bishop Carroll. McCory inside, gets a shot up. Cannot connect. Rudy pulling down the rebound. Whistle called.
And the whistle will be called. And the Crusaders will enter the bonus, as that is the 5th on the Eagles. That one was called on number 1, Avery McCory, her 3rd personal. So Rudy will shoot 2 as the Crusaders have entered the bonus. And I think that is an incredible opportunity for the Crusaders to increase their lead. Rudy will not make the ends meet on the first.
Rudy's shooting 29% from the arc. No good on her second. Buckner hitting the court. Attempting the rebound.
And Buckner hustling for the ball will be called. That is her 2nd personal, team 3rd.
Bishop Carroll trying to get some energy into their team, down by 7. Approaching a minute.
And a foul will be called. That one is on McCoy Pfister, her second personal, team 4th. And the Eagles to inbound under their own basket.
Stevens off the hands of Simon. And personal will be called push from McCoy Pfister.
And now
third.
And that is the team 5th for the Crusaders. Both teams now entering into the bonus. So McCory will not hit on the first of the free throws. As the sophomore Avery Hamilton checks out for the Crusaders.
And from 15 feet away, Avery McCory good on her second. Bishop Carroll initiating a tight press, and Buckner will get a shot at the line.
And that one is on number 4, Lily Martin, her 4th personal. And Zoe Buckner will shoot 2 for the Crusaders. And the first will fall. And with just over a minute to play here, Crusaders doing everything they can to close this one out.
And scratching the rim on her second. Bishop Carroll in hurry-up mode. Steven inside. And the jump ball. Phoebe Loffer forcing that one.
And it is possession, Cape and Mount Carmel, so they will get the ball. It will be Spears to inbound.
Buckner double teamed, gets it to Pfister. And KMC will reset at the top of the key. A cross-court pass from Buckner. Pfister for a 3. Cannot connect, secured by Rudy. And Rudy will get 2 shots from the charity stripe.
And Rudy drawing the foul. Just an incredible job to get that rebound from the Pfister 3. And with 36.8 left to play, the Cape and student section thinking they've got this one in the bag.
And checking in, excuse me.
And the Crusaders leading by 7, 36.8 remain.
And Rudy cannot connect on her second. Hustling down is Steven. Finding McCory, dishing it to Simon. And Rudy got a hand on that one.
And the foul will be on Ella Rudy. That is her 5th, so she will check out of the game.
An excellent showing.
And Avery Hamilton will take her place.
An excellent showing from Ella Rudy, 8 points on the night. Great job on defense and connecting on those second chance opportunities.
And I think the stat lines after the game will show the defensive effort by Rudy as well, picking up a handful of blocks for the Crusaders. So a good night from her.
And McCory knocks down her second.
And it will be a full timeout called by the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. And they
KMC leading by 5.
And that will be a 5-point lead for the Crusaders. And if you're the Crusaders, I think you want to play some heavy defense on Avery McCory. 13 on the night, the leading scorer on the court. Trailing behind her is number 30, Megan Simon. But if you're the Crusaders, you want to let the clock run. You can't foul. And they've done a good job of playing clean defense so far tonight, so shouldn't be an issue. But doing everything they can to put another win in the victory.
Mason, they've done everything up to this point. They have the lead. They just need to finish this game out. And that's through tight defense, strong offense, getting the ball down the court, and they cannot foul. They cannot keep time on the clock.
And obviously, with this game able to turn around, it is Crusader basketball. So just trying to inbound and run off some time.
Pfister finding Buckner. Buckner on the double team.
And she will be fouled, and she will shoot 2 for the Crusaders with 22.1 remaining. Looking to increase the lead. From the free throw line so far, Zoe Buckner, 73%. She gets that one to fall.
Buckner with 12 on the night, under her season average of 28. It's still a strong performance from the sophomore as she connects on her second.
As the Crusaders look to close out this win, they got to play some stout defense here. Eagles pushing it. Martin for 3. Will bank. And it will be a timeout called by the Golden Eagles.
And KMC silent. They thought they had this one in the bag, but that's how quickly a lead can shrivel up. KMC only leading by 4 now.
And
a
now,
big 3 from Lily Martin, exactly what her team needed.
And bringing this game within 4. They needed that from Lily Martin, just coming up with the clutch shot. And I think if you're the Crusaders in this timeout, you need to get this ball in safely. And if you're Bishop Carroll, you're talking about if you force the turnover, who do you get the ball to? Get it to a playmaker like Martin and get a shot made quickly. And Bishop Carroll's players have taken the court. Crusaders taking a second to talk things over. But as we are about to resume play here, with under 30 seconds left to play in this game, this would be sweet, sweet revenge for the Crusaders if they're able to pull this one out.
KMC student section having some fun out here doing the do it chant. And Pfister will check in, getting it to Buckner. And contact made by McCory.
And the quick foul by McCory, trying to keep as much time on the clock as possible. Buckner to shoot 2 more. The Crusaders obviously electing to play Lawfer and McCoy Pfister back on defense. They can't allow something to get over their heads. So the first will fall, increasing this lead for the Crusaders.
KMC up by 5. And Buckner making the lead 6 now. She has 15. Martin looking like she's trying to get another 3. The shot up and whistle called. Lily Martin will get 3 attempts at the line. And Martin only has 3 points on the night. KMC doing a great job of shutting her down. Those 3 points coming in the form of a 3-pointer a couple seconds ago.
And the first of the trio will fall. Martin doing anything she can to decrease this lead. She has been clutch for the Eagles to try to keep them within reach in this 4th quarter. So the second will bank off the side of the rim. Emily Jacobs checks in for the Crusaders. And actually a timeout will be called by head coach Will Ingles of the Crusaders. And as we have 7.3 seconds left to play, we have the 30-second timeout, leading by 5. Crusaders looking to close this one out.
And I'm sure both these teams, they have prepared for this moment, running precise plays and structures in practice. And there we are on the camera.
And as we look to begin play here, entering back into this fourth quarter, Crusaders leading by 5, 7.3 seconds remain. The Crusaders cannot let them turn over this ball. Martin will shoot one more free throw.
Martin, nylon, and up by 4. Buckner weaving through traffic, contact made. That was Lily Martin, as she has 5 fouls and is out of this one.
And Buckner will shoot 2. Crusaders playing back on defense. The Golden Eagles out of timeouts. So there's 4.5 left. I think it will be almost an impossible task to get this one back. And it felt like these last 30 seconds or so taken forever with the fouling and timeouts. Crusaders trying to close out this win.
And Bishop Carroll, that entire time, was just delaying the inevitable. KMC, hard-fought battle, a very deserved win from the Crusaders. The last second shot up from Zachman, and KMC topples the Golden Eagles at home 50-44. And after this one, we will join you again for the boys game in a couple minutes. Hello and welcome to tonight's crosstown rivalry between the 12-3 Cape and Mount Carmel Crusaders and the 7-7 Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. I'm Andrew Guyer, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host Grayson Greer. And Grayson, start with our sponsor of tonight's broadcast.
And to kick off the night, the Holy War tonight is sponsored by Dr. Matt Boswell, who owns Andover Family Optometry. Dr. Boswell is a proud Cape and graduate who is coming up on his 10th year in practice. Go see Dr. Boswell in Andover for a winning eye exam. He loves seeing new patients, and as always, go Capin. And as we get into this game, here's Andrew with your starting five for the Cape and Mount Carmel Crusaders.
So for KMC, their leading scorer, number 21, senior Corbin Johnson. And then going to be along the wing, number 11, Corey Daniels. He'll be handling the ball a bit too. And then another senior, number 12, Owen Urlacher. And then rounding off the lineup in the paint, number 4, Rocco Keller. And number 15, the sophomore, Blaze Dalian.
And for the Golden Eagles tonight, starting 5 will be number 2, Landon Steven, the junior guard. Number 4, Judd Blasey, the 6-foot guard. Number 5, Brody Kreitzer, the junior guard. Number 10, Nathan Gortz, the 6'3" forward. And number 21, Ian Muth, the only senior starting for the Eagles.
So a lot of potential for this lineup for next season for the Golden Eagles. And already the Bishop Carroll student section starting the I Believe chant. And, you know, it's a little difficult to do that when you're coming in 7-7. And I know KMC trying to get their get back, but this is going to be a dogfight between these two teams. KMC coming in with a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, and coming off that 7-game win streak, obviously the Crusaders doing a lot of winning lately. But on the other side, for the Golden Eagles, they are sitting at the record of 7-8. The significant win, obviously, earlier this year over the Crusaders in the first matchup between the rivals and the Holy War. And the Crusaders looking to get that revenge tonight, just as the girls team did before this. As we are set for tip, this building is loud.
Owen getting it off to Daniels. KMC likely to move at a quick pace. Johnson, the back and forth. Getting it to Urlacher, the 3. Off the iron and corralled by Muth. But Daniels finding the ball and keeping the possession alive. Keller, the quick move inside. The pump out to Daniels. Back to Urlacher. A second try. Good! Owen Urlacher setting the pace for this team.
An early 3-point lead from Urlacher. A good job by Daniels to recover the ball, get the Crusaders a second chance.
And Steven guarded tightly by Urlacher. Carroll getting along the arc. Kreitzer off to Muth. 9 seconds left on the clock. Nearly batted away by Johnson, but the possession kept alive. Muth inside, off the glass, and rolls in. An electric crowd on both sides. This back and forth game will likely result in cheers.
Daniels holding at the wing.
Johnson, the pull-up jumper, in and out of the hoop. And nearly tipped out by Gortez. And whistle called.
And that will be called on number 15, Blaze Daly, and the sophomore picking up his first personal foul, team first.
Steven to check things in. Kreitzer on the wing, dishes off to Muth. Inside, Gortez blocked by Urlacher, getting up in his face and forcing the deflection. And Daniels dislodging the ball, fighting for it on the court. And that was Steven as he hit the deck.
The foul will be called on Daniels, trying to recover the basketball. That is the team's second. Daniels picking up his first. But as you can see already, the Golden Eagles having a hard time dealing with the quick defense of Daniels. So he will take a seat in exchange for Porter.
Lazy the dish, and Porter jumping up with Steven toe for toe and hitting that one out of bounds.
And a solid time of possession here for the Eagles, but not able to get a solid footing on offense so far this possession.
Gortez moving quickly inside, the quick dish to Kreitzer and off the rim. Keller slowing the pace down. Getting it to Johnson. And Dalian, the pump, knocked out by Muth.
Muth trying to find an open man.
And the ball out of bounds off the hands of Kreitzer, and this will be KMC basketball.
And it looks like we were going to see some tough defense, just like we saw in the matchup between the girls' teams.
Urlacher driving inside, but quick dish. And Johnson for three, his first of the night. No good. And Dalian hit the court.
And Muth will be called for the off-ball foul. That'll be his first, team first, as he will take a seat in exchange for the senior Jackson Bergkamp, as Corey Daniels checks back into the game for the Crusaders.
Daniels surveying the court from the sideline. Gets it to Keller. Keller, the spin and jumper, cannot connect off the hands of Porter, trying to secure the rebound. Hitting the court hard was Bergkamp.
And the foul will be called. That will be on Corbin Johnson, his first, team third of the quarter. Crusaders have to be careful not to end up in foul trouble. Already 3 team fouls early in the first quarter.
Goertz guarded closely by Urlacher. That's going to be a matchup to watch tonight. And fighting for the ball, the double team from KMC. Inside Bergkamp. Carroll will reset with Steven. KMC forcing long Golden Eagle possessions. The deep three connects. Judd Blasey with his first points of the contest.
Keller loses it. Blasey pushing it down the court for the Eagles.
Blasey, the floater, no good off the rim. Possession kept alive, and Blasey hits the court hard. But the Bishop Carroll offensive possession kept going, and they'll get 2 shots at the line.
Hitting the court hard. Seems to be okay, but the foul called on the putback. The Crusaders wanting the travel call. And it will be Bergkamp to shoot 2 for the Eagles. The first one, no good.
And Owen Urlacher will check out. Bergkamp bouncing around the rim and in on his second attempt. Porter, the move. Quick dish to Johnson. Inside, Corbin Johnson off the rim. Almost recovered by Keller, but taken away by Muth. Bishop Carroll getting Corbin Johnson flustered already.
The Crusaders have done an excellent job of playing defense so far. They're a tough team to get past on offense.
Kreitzer in the corner, guarded by Dalian. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Muth trying to pull up on Johnson. Bouncing around the rim and poked in.
And an own goal by the Crusaders. It was tipped in, going for the rebound by Keller. So Crusaders will trail by 5 heading into this 30-second timeout called by head coach Steve Eck. Crusaders seem a little flustered, but they can't let that get to them. And looking at the coaching matchup between Dale Faber of the Golden Eagles and Steve Eck of the Crusaders, I don't think you're going to get much more of a coaching matchup like this one, Andrew. Coach Steve Eck, a multi-time NAIA national champion, 7 state championships, and Kansas, one of the winningest coaches in Kansas high school basketball history. And then Dale Faber, a very successful NAIA NAIA basketball head coach, and in his return to Carroll, one of, I think, the winningest coach in the Greater Wichita Athletic League. The Crusaders resume play here as they hope to gain control.
Porter at the helm of this offense, surveying the court. Mengu in there as well. He's number 1 on your screen. The pump from Daly and moving inside, contact. That looked to be made from Bergkamp.
That is the second team foul for the Golden Eagles and the second personal for number 21, Ian Muth.
Dalian set things in motion, gets it to Porter. Porter, the spin, throws up a shot off the backboard and in.
And an impressive shot by Porter, getting it off the glass and in.
Little John handling the ball, dishes it to Steven. Bishop Carroll leading by 3. Steven, the move on Porter, inside. Dishing it out to Kreitzer, the 3. Off the iron, and Mengu trying to recover that one as it heads out of bounds. And
Mengu, a key
basketball.
Mengu, a key sophomore player for the Crusaders, getting lots of playing time so far this year. And he has done well with it, obviously hustling for that loose ball. So it'll be off the hands of the Eagles. Stevens takes a seat for the Eagles. And Ian Muth will also take a seat.
Porter controlling this offense, gets it to Keller. The spin from the junior and the soft touch off the glass. He has 2 points. Bergkamp. Shiddick Kreitzer. Inside. And a whiff. That one coming from St. Vrain. Too much pressure. And Porter knocked out.
And it will maintain Cape Ann basketball. Crusaders to inbound under their own basket. Keller to inbound. He gets it in deep to Porter.
Johnson from the perimeter. The quick dish to Porter. Porter for 3. Down the chute. Tally up 3 for Jude Porter.
Crusaders taking back the lead.
Blasey patiently waiting for a teammate. Ten seconds on the clock. Inside, Kreitzer. And he'll be called for walking.
And the ball will head with the Crusaders. Crusaders wanting this revenge badly. Coming short by 4 in their last matchup.
Keller, the double team, kicks it out to Porter. The quick shot off the back. And moving quickly inside, Kreitzer for 3. Wide left.
Mengu corralling the rebound.
Johnson, the deep shot. Unable to connect.
And a foul will be called on Rocco Keller in the fight for the loose ball. That is his first personal. And it will put the Golden Eagles into the bonus. They will shoot 2. And it is St. Fran for 2 shots. And he is no good on the first attempt. And Owen Herlocker checks in for Keller. And one more shot here for St. Vran. No, it seems to be the hole that Mingus scores. Table error. He will shoot one more here.
And St. Vrain's shot sputters off the rim. Dalian at the top of the key. The screen from Mangu, fighting for the ball, keeping it alive. Porter, the wide open shot. Good!
Jude Porter with his second three on the night, putting the Crusaders up 5. Shot clock is off. 16 to play here in the first quarter.
Littlejohn handling the ball. Kreitzer back to Littlejohn. 5 seconds left on the clock. In and out. Recovered by Dalian. The last second shot by Porter, the heave.
And just off the mark was the last second shot by Porter. Crusaders go into the break up by 5. And the Holy War tonight is sponsored by Dr. Matt Boswell, who owns Andover Family Optometry. Dr. Boswell is a proud Kapaun graduate who is coming up on his 10th year in practice. Before he was an eye doctor, he loved his basketball playing days at Kapaun. Back in 2006, Dr. Boswell was All-City, All-Metro, and All-State when they beat Bishop Carroll twice en route to winning the City League for the first time since 1975. He has since traded in his basketball and baseball cleats at KMC for raising 3 kids and spending time with his wife, Kirsten, who is also a Kapaun graduate. Go see Dr. Boswell in Andover for a winning eye exam. He loves seeing new patients. And as always, go Kapaun.
And Grayson, this game off to a slow start, a very defensive battle between these two teams. KMC shutting down Carroll, however, on the offensive end on a couple possessions, getting some big deflections. Owen Urlacher a couple times. And KMC able to turn some offensive possessions or some defensive possessions into some excellent scoring opportunities. Some like Jude Porter's multiple three-point makes.
The Crusaders having a hard time crashing the glass so far in this one. The Eagles definitely out-rebounding them. Maybe that is something that will help them. As we resume play, it is Bishop Carroll basketball trailing by 5.
Steven guarded closely by Daniel. Some quick passes by the Eagles. And whistle called.
And the ref said his time. And maybe a time error, not sure what's going on here. And it looks like the Eagles will inbound in front of the Crusader bench. Not sure what went on there, but a stoppage of play.
Kreitzer to set things in motion. Steven, guarded by Daniels. Some quick dishes from the Golden Eagles. Littlejohn, back and forth. And inside, Urlacher taking it the other way. Urlacher finding Mangu, but kicks it back out to Daniels. Daniels driving inside. KMC keep kicking it out, and no good on Keller's first attempt. Good on the second. A great offensive rebound from the Crusaders.
Keller bodying the defense for the strong putback.
Steven looking for an open teammate. Littlejohn guarded by Mangu. The three from Kreitzer. Off the heel and recovered by Steven, keeping the possession alive. Steven, the deep three. In and out.
Johnson bringing it down the court for the Crusaders.
Keller looking for a teammate, finding Daniels. The spin. Back to Johnson, the trifecta. Unable to connect, corralled by Littlejohn. Blasey inside. Pass a bit high for Goertz.
Blasey chucking that one into the second row. Will be Crusader basketball.
Jude Porter at the controls for this offense. KMC leads by 7. Inside, Keller. Not able to connect on the jam. Would have been a highlight reel type of play. Carroll will take it the other way.
This place would have erupted.
Dalian hustling for the ball. That one out of bounds.
And it is Bishop Carroll basketball as that one's poked away in the front court. But now Eagles inbounding all the way on their own baseline. Porter on the defense. Steven trying to bring it down the court.
Judd Blasey gets it to Gortez. Poked out by Porter. All alone. Inside. Porter. Off the glass. Cannot connect. But KMC.
And it is a goaltending call on the block. Ball had already hit the backboard.
So Porter will get his 2 points, giving him 10 on the night.
And Bishop Carroll calls a quick 30-second timeout. Crusaders lead by 9. And obviously wanting the revenge in this matchup, coming short 52-56 when they last faced off at Bishop Carroll. With the Crusaders on a 7-game win streak. As of now, their latest win coming over the East High Blue Aces. The latest win for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles coming over West. The Crusaders looking to get their revenge by a whole lot. And I don't think Coach Stevek is going to want to let off the throttle too much in this one.
Yeah, in such a close game as that last matchup was, 56-52, I think KMC, they're just trying to get their get back tonight. They're trying to regain that momentum against their rival. And that will be KMC basketball. Crusaders leading by 9.
That's just a testament to this tough defense the Crusaders have played all year. You've got to get it into the front. Crusaders just not allowing it.
Porter maneuvering around the defense, gets to Urlacher. And Porter, a wide open 3. Bang, down the chute. Add 3 to Jude Porter.
And Jude Porter with 13 on the night so far. Absolutely lights out from beyond the arc.
And the Eagles around the horn. Some quick passing from them. Inside the open, Judd Blasey bounces off the back of the rim and in.
Dalian bringing it down the court for the Crusaders.
Nearly poked out Keller. Dalian wide open from 3 off the heel and recovered by Keller, trying to keep it alive. Steven racing down the court. Porter and Steven going back and forth on defense and offense. The quick dishes. Blasey will get a second chance, and good.
And
2 back-to-back 3s from Judd Blasey.
Bishop Carroll needed those at that point, trailing. But 6 quick points for the Eagles, bringing them within striking distance of 6.
Dalian thought about the three, takes the mid-range jumper off the heel again. And the Eagles will take it the other way. Down by 6. Poked out, but recovered, keeping the possession alive. Kreitzer to Hartman. Hartman in the corner, swerving out, keeping the ball, and the deep three from Kreitzer in the corner.
And Corbin Johnson is fouled. That is the first foul from either team in this second quarter. And that is the first personal on number 4, Judd Blasey. And head coach Steve Eck calling a timeout, 30-second timeout for the Crusaders as they lead by 6. Those 2 threes from Blasey, both from the exact same spot in the corner, needed in the worst way by the Eagles. And Andrew, if you are Coach Steve Eck, your team's still leading by 6, but at one point it was just 12 a few moments ago. Are you making a key point to guard the perimeter? Don't let them get open in the corners, because that's where they have been most lethal in these past couple of minutes.
I think that's exactly right, Grayson. I would not try to get too caught up in the Carroll screens. They've done a great job of stopping KMC defenders with all the moving parts in their offense. So KMC just needs to play the game that they've been playing all season with a tight defense. And Coach Steve Eck always says that strong defense leads to great offense.
Yeah, if you've watched any Steve Eck coach team's defense is their leading factor.
Inside, Keller, the touch and in. Steven racing down the court, guarded closely by Porter. Muth long in the perimeter, and ball popped out.
And a foul will be called on Herlocker. Will be called on the reach. And he will take a seat in exchange for the sophomore, Jordan Mangu.
Landon Steven to set things in motion for the Eagles. Inside, Burkamp off the glass, and he'll get the and one opportunity.
And Porter is going to be called on the foul. That is his first, team second of the quarter. And Burkamp to shoot. No good on the and one opportunity.
Johnson finding Keller. Gets it to Porter. The quick pass inside. Dalian forcing the shot in. Dalian has his first points of the night. Hartman to Burkamp. Muth at the top of the key, gets it to Hartman. Hartman unleashes. Off the heel, secured by Johnson. And Keller along the wing. Inside, Keller. Keller throws up a shot. Bounce along the rim and in. Rocco Keller has 8.
Crusaders lead by 10. The timeout called by the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. Crusaders lead by 10. 30-second timeout called.
For these two teams, KMC leading by 10 now. And shout out to our band tonight, filling the stadium with some excellent live music.
And as we resume play here, time winding down in the second quarter. before we head into the locker room. Crusaders looking to increase that lead. The Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles looking to get some points, bring this one within reach. And quite the defensive matchup, low scoring so far in this one.
Steven racing quickly. A quick dish to St. Vrain. Around the horn for the Golden Eagles. .47 seconds left on the clock. 5 on the shot clock. Bergkamp, he's caught walking, and traveling call is made.
It will be Porter to bring it down the court for the Crusaders. 35 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds remaining between the shot clock and game clock.
Johnson inside the spin, finds an open Blaze Dalian, unleashes, and tally up 3 for Blaze Dalian.
And nothing but net on that one, wide open.
Steven dishes it to Ian Muth. 7 seconds left on the clock. Inside, Steven batted out of there. Blaze Dalian.
Dalian looking like a volleyball player. Get that out of there. And Carroll to inbound with 1 second on the clock.
Muth throws up a shot, knocks it down.
And one at the buzzer for Ian Muth. And Muth will shoot his and one attempt. His teams head to the benches before they head into the locker room. 0's on the clock. Muth trying to bring it within 10 before the half. And the and one attempt will fall. We will head into half. Crusaders leading by 10. Please stick around for performances by both the KMC Cheer Squad and the KMC Pommy team. We will see you in the second half.
Hello and welcome back from our break as Cape and Mount Carmel leads by 10, 29-19 as we begin the third quarter of play. And Urlacher, the mid-range jumper, bouncing around the rim and corralled by Muth. Now, Grayson, what is your projection based off the first half of play for the rest of this game?
I think for the rest of this game, in the first half, we saw a defensive battle. Obviously, a low-scoring game on offense so far. But Bishop Carroll looking to find more on the offensive side of the court as Muth puts up a three, no good. Rebounded by Blasey, puts up the second chance opportunity. And the Crusaders wanting to come out of here with a win so desperately on a 7-game win streak.
And Dalian, pump fake in the corner, loses the ball, slipped out of his hands.
It will be Crusader basketball. The ball quickly poked out into the stands as Corbin Johnson will take a seat in exchange for Jude Porter.
Finding Dalian at the top of the key. Dalian unloads. Bang! Blaze Dalian with the big three. Dalian has 8.
And Blasey trying to get around the defense of Porter.
Muth found on the double team, and Kreitzer dishing it to Gortez and back to Steven. Steven inside to Muth. Dalian on the defense. Muth caught him off guard and got the open layup.
Dalian just got out of position there. Muth taking advantage and getting the easy lay-in.
Urlacher along the wing. Gets it to Daniels. Daniels moving inside the turnaround and throws up the jumper and knocks it down. Tally up 2 for Corey Daniels. And Porter getting in there, hitting the floor. But that will be Bishop Carroll basketball. Gortez nearly poked out again by Porter. Muth with the turnaround. Trying to find space, uses the square. And Muth has 9. Daniels motioning the offense. Keller inside.
The ball will be poked away out of the hands of Keller, but it will be Crusader basketball inbounding under their own basket as Johnson checks in for the Crusaders. Corey Daniels taking a seat.
Keller surveying the court from the sideline. Keller finds Johnson. Johnson, the turnaround, gets it to Porter. Porter squares up. Cannot connect. Rebounded by Blasey.
And Porter has been great from three-point land so far tonight, just not able to get that one to fall.
Inside, poked out by Urlacher.
And it will be Bishop Carroll basketball off the hands of Keller. Just a short break here as Muth ties his shoe. Steven to inbound under Bishop Carroll's basket.
Kreitzer unloads. Bang!
The and 1-3 for Brody Kreitzer. A huge boost of momentum for the Golden Eagles. Kreitzer with his first points of the game. And here he is for the and 1 opportunity.
And Kreitzer with the highly sought after 4-point play.
That is a big boost of momentum. The Golden Eagles bringing it within 5.
Johnson maneuvering around the defense, throws up a jumper, scratches the rim. Steven poked out by Porter. Porter throws one up to Johnson. Johnson inside the pump. Urlacher getting up there just to show his bounce. Johnson will get 2 shots at the line.
And that one will be on number 10, Nathan Goertz. His first, team first. As Johnson's first free throw will fall. Checking into the game is number 1, Jackson Bergkamp, as Nathan Goertz checks out.
And cha-ching on Johnson's second.
Kreitzer bringing it down after his huge 4-point play. Porter steals it away. Carroll able to recover it.
The dividing line separating these two. Porter diving to the court. Excellent show of athleticism. Kreitzer moving off the screen. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it to Muth. Muth puts up a shot.
Shot will not count. Shot clock violation for the Golden Eagles. Crusaders defense too good to get past for the Golden Eagles. As Porter bring it down the court for the Crusaders, making himself known offensively and defensively so far in this one. A great night for the junior.
Urlacher along the wing gets it to Johnson. Johnson looked like he wanted to take that shot. Keller back to Johnson. Johnson from the parking lot cannot connect.
And that one will be out of bounds. Golden Eagle basketball. Crusaders going into a press. And Brody Kreitzer bringing it down the court for Golden Eagles of Bishop Carroll.
Blasey rejected by Dalian. And Blasey will size up the defense.
Johnson checking out for the Crusaders in exchange for number 11, Corey Daniels.
Using the screen, Steven. And there's a wide open Blasey in the corner. Found him at the wrong time, but still drives in and gets the 2.
Blasey finding the open lane, getting the easy layup.
Keller, the spin. Finds Urlacher. Urlacher makes it look easy.
And Urlacher just splitting up the middle of the lane, getting the lay-in. Urlacher showing off his vertical as he has in the past few games.
Driving inside, Steven finding Muth wide open for 3. Well short.
And it will be Kapaun basketball as the foot of Brody Kreitzer was out of bounds. Jude Porter bringing down the court for the Crusaders. Crusaders lead by 7.
Porter getting it to Dalian. In the corner, Dalian makes a move. Urlacher inside, off the square. And Owen Urlacher has 7. Blasey using the screen. Muth hit the court. The deep 3 from Kreitzer. Knocks it down. And Kreitzer showing off his range.
Kreitzer shooting that one from the west side, getting it to fall, nothing but net. Impressive shot. Keller for the answer. It will fall.
And Rocco Keller has 11. This KMC team playing to the moment. Hitting those big shots. Bergkamp finding Steven. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. The deep heave and corralled by Urlacher. Dalian hustling down the court. Gets it to Daniels inside. Daniels the spin. The quick pass to Urlacher and batted away.
Urlacher drawing the foul. Will shoot 2 here. That one will be called on number 5, Brody Kreitzer. His first personal, team second. And with 47.6 left to play in the third quarter, Urlacher will get his first to fall. Substitutions for both teams. Dalian taking a seat as Johnson checks in. Blasey, Steven, and Muth taking a seat for the Golden Eagles.
And Urlacher cannot complete from 15 feet away. 44-34, KMC leads with under 40 seconds left in the third. Bergkamp struggling with Johnson's defense. Inside, Gortez gets it off the glass.
And Goertz using his pivot move to get to the bucket. As 10 seconds remain here, Crusaders looking to get the last bucket.
Daniels dribbling inside, the quick jumper, and cannot be secured by KMC as we hit double zeros in the third, 44-36. KMC in control, up by 8.
And as we head into this break,
we would like to thank our sponsor tonight, Dr. Matt Boswell. Dr. Matt Boswell owns Andover Family Optometry. Dr. Boswell is a proud Kapaun grad who is coming up on his 10th year in practice. Before he was an eye doctor, he loved his basketball playing days at Kapaun. Back in 2006, Dr. Boswell was All-City, All-Metro, and All-State when they beat Bishop Carroll twice en route to winning the City League for the first time since 1975. He has since traded in his basketball and baseball days at KMC for raising 3 kids with his wife, Kirsten, who is also a KMC grad. Go see Dr. Boswell in Andover for a winning eye exam. He loves seeing new patients. Go Kapaun.
and as time winds down here, and we are set to begin the fourth quarter. Student section bringing the energy for the Crusaders. And lots of energy. The Crusaders wanting this win after falling short at Bishop Carroll, 52-56 in their last matchup. Looking to add on to their win streak. Also looking in the next game versus West.
St. Vrain handed off to Kreitzer. Looking for a man. Bergkamp finds Goertz. Inside, Goertz. And tight defense from Dalian, but shooting foul from number 15.
That is Dalian's second personal, team first of the quarter. And the first will not go for Goertz. And Goertz's second shot will fall. Bring this one within 7.
Daniels sizing up the defense, looking for a screen from Dalian. Finds Johnson in the corner, the spin, and gets it to Porter. Porter to Urlacher. Urlacher for 3. Good! Urlacher. Nothing but nylon from the senior. Inside, batted away by Dalian. Looked to be off his foot.
And Dalian and Porter combined on
Inside, Daniels stripping that one away on the court. Johnson.
And a big substitution for the Golden Eagles.
Steven to inbound. And Steven finding Kreitzer. At the top of the key, Blasey to Muth. Moving inside, Muth. Back out to Blasey. And shot clock violation from the Golden Eagles.
And it looks like they were not aware of the shot clock whatsoever. Blasey seemed to be confused as Porter bring it down the court for Crusaders.
Daniels moving around the corner. Inside to Urlacher, batted away by Goertz, but back to Daniels. The end around off the square and in.
And an impressive play by Corey Daniels, putting his layup package to use.
Lane and Steven guarded closely by Drew Porter. And Steven will reset 11 seconds on the shot clock. Inside. And foul called.
Foul, second team foul, third personal for the sophomore. And it will be Steven to shoot two. And he gets his first point of the night with that one. As Urlacher take a seat for the Crusaders, Porter checking in.
And Steven no good on his second for 15 feet away, but second chance opportunity by Goertz. He has 5 points. Porter dishing it to Keller. Dalian turning a corner inside, throws up a shot. Batted away, no call from the official. Lane and Steven. Blasey guarded closely by Johnson. Inside to Goertz. The double team. Finds Steven. Some quick passes, 9 seconds on the shot clock. The big three. Brody Kreitzer with the trifecta.
That big three brings this one back within 6. Carroll trying to build some momentum behind him. Crusaders looking to quiet the crowd. And the Eagles will do it themselves. Getting the foul drawn was Keller. That one will be on number 2, Landon Steven, his first personal team first of the fourth quarter.
And no standout player on either side for both these teams. It's more of a team scoring game. And Dalian knocks down the big three.
And Dalian with the three of his own.
And Blasey maneuvering his way out of that situation. And he gets 2. He's up to 15 now.
And a timeout will be called by head coach Steve Eck. Seems frustrated with the Crusaders on defense. And it will be a full timeout. 4:17 remains in this matchup. And has been quite the holy war matchup tonight. The girls game, back and forth, Crusaders coming out on top. We have had a good game in this one as well. And as these teams talk things over. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us online for this one.
And tonight, KMC shooting 20 for 41 from field goal, 9 of 17 from three-point land. And those 9 rebounds, that's not what you look to see from this KMC offense. Usually a lot more and usually out-rebounding their opponents. But Bishop Carroll keeping possessions alive tonight with 17. That's a big win for them in the score column. And Bishop Carroll 17 for 50 from field goals. That's not good for them.
Yeah, and usually a big part of the Crusader game is those second chance opportunities, and I think that's what's kept Carroll in this game, keeping those away from the Crusaders and getting them for themselves. So an incredible job on the glass for the Eagles so far tonight.
Daniels trying to add a cushion to his team's lead. Gets it to Dalian, but whistle called.
And that one will be on Ian Muth, his third personal, team second of the quarter. And it'll be Herlocker to inbound on the far sideline. The impound batted into the ref by Muth.
And another whistle called.
And that one will be on Steven, holding on to Daniels, trying not to let him get open. His second personal, team third of the quarter.
And Steven holding again, the whistle called. And I don't think you can make it more obvious, Grayson, when you're already called for that foul and continuing to do it, Landon Steven. Just
yeah, and Bishop Carroll not happy with the call. Ref making the decision. This time the inbound will go to Keller. It's the first 2 attempts to Daniels were not successful.
Inside, Daniels off the glass but cannot convert. Inside, Goertz moving around Johnson, throws up the easy layup. He has 7 points. Keller moving inside, the triple team out to Johnson, back to Daniels, and Keller for 3. Off the back heel and taken down by Blasey. KMC leading by 5.
Carroll just trying to get an easy bucket. Don't need to force anything. So they're only down by 5 as the hook. No good from Goertz.
Daniels slowing things down for his team. Johnson the motion. Johnson only with 2 tonight. Nearly intercepted, but Daniels throws that one to the bench.
And Coach Steve Eck visibly frustrated with the call, as it was clearly batted out of bounds by a Bishop Carroll player, but it will be Bishop Carroll ball. Judd Blasey agreeing with Coach Eck before he took a seat on the bench. I think it's a pretty bad call when the opposing team agrees with you.
Little John gets it to, and Porter intercepting Goertz's pass, and inside Porter off the glass and in. Looking like a cornerback out there in football season. Jude Porter taking it to the house.
Porter flying across the court to draw the and one. Ball does not lie. The Crusaders come up with 3 after that questionable out of bounds call. Porter with the and one opportunity will not fall. Recovered by Littlejohn.
Kreitzer to Steven. Steven maneuvering his way inside. Finds Littlejohn, gets it to Muth. And back out. Steven cannot convert on the deep 3. Crowd by Johnson, and he's taking it the other way. Johnson hits the court hard. No call. Inside Muth. Off the heel. Rolling around. And Urlacher fighting for the ball.
And a foul looks to be called. And a foul will be called on Luke Littlejohn. The Golden Eagles letting the refs hear it. Not happy with that one. And the Crusaders have entered the bonus. 5 team fouls for the Golden Eagles. Owen Urlacher to shoot 2.
And Urlacher knocks down his first from 15 feet away.
With just under 2 minutes left to play. I think the Crusaders are trying to put the final nails in the coffin. So substitution will be Littlejohn to take a seat in exchange for Blasey. And head coach Dale Faber still letting the ref have it.
Muth in the corner. Gets it to Kreitzer. He unloads. Scratches the front of the rim. Secured by Urlacher. Porter gets it to Johnson. Johnson inside. Off the glass. The soft touch. Corbett Johnson has 4 points. And
Stevens rifles it. And Blasey with the quick layup after the pass that was rifled in. Just a good awareness by Stevens to make the deep pass. Timeout called by the Golden Eagles. This one within 9. Kapaun looking to play defense and put this one away. Golden Eagles looking for some quick points to have a chance. And as this holy war is coming to an end, Crusaders, I think, would be very happy with the revenge game here at home. Not playing too well early on in the season.
And Grayson, the game would extend KMC's winning streak to 8. And that is exactly what they're looking for heading into the playoffs in a few weeks. After tonight's matchup, they face West at West on the 14th on Valentine's Day.
Yes, and for the Golden Eagles of Bishop Carroll, their next matchup will be versus the Grizzlies of Northwest. So both teams looking forward to their next games. Northwest, a formidable opponent for the Eagles.
A game that KMC lost earlier in the season.
And Daly to inbound.
Johnson finding Daly, and the tug on his jersey called. And that was Blasey's second personal foul.
The foul was called on Blasey. That will be the team foul still in the bonus. And as the Golden Eagle fans exit the building in droves, Crusaders look to have this one in the bag. And Corbin Johnson takes his seat for the Crusaders.
Steven, guarded closely by Porter. Batted out of the air. Porter running for the ball. Dives, but Muth recovering that one and taking the other way. Steven, the dish to Blasey.
And Stevens drawing the foul. Jude Porter will be called his second personal. A minute remains on the dot in this matchup.
Kreitzer throws up a three. And looks like he'll be sent to the line for 3 shots.
And the foul will be called on number 2, Jude Porter, his third. And Kreitzer will shoot 3 for the Eagles. And I don't think the Crusaders are going to storm the court like the Eagles did when they beat us earlier this year, but still going to celebrate their win as a big substitution for the Eagles. Stevens and Goertz will take a seat. That one will fall for Kreitzer.
Daniels gets it to Johnson. Johnson, the double team, forcing the ball out of bounds. KMC still leads by 7.
Then checking back in for the Eagles, we have Stevens, Muth, and Kreitzer. Corey Daniels taking a seat in exchange for Rocco Keller. We will resume play. Inbounding is Stevens.
Kreitzer to Muth. And around the wing. And intercepted by Keller. And Keller, the jam!
Keller puts an exclamation point on the night. Students going crazy.
The DP from Kreitzer trying to make the situation a bit better. KMC 61-52, leading by 9.
Crusaders just looking to dribble this one out. Crusaders come out on top of this holy war, 61-52. Both good wins for the girls and boys teams tonight.
And a standing ovation for the players. Excellent win from them. Exactly what they needed. They got their get back. 61-52 the final score here at Kapaun Carmel as it hits double zeros. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. I'm Andrew Guyer, and I'm joined by Grayson Greer. Thank you.